reflexes like a mongoose on amphetamines. Waving his Wilson wand. Super scintillating and sensational from Sosa. It's tennis near the gods. No mortal may approach.
Welcome back to Tennis Near the Gods. I'm Alex, joined alongside my brother Nicholas, and today we're going to be recapping the three 250s, one in Bastad, one in Umag in Croatia, and one in Newport, Rhode Island. Your winners this week, Dusan Lajovic in Umag, Nico Jari in Bastad, and John Isner in Newport. And then we're also going to be previewing what's to come in the 500 in Hamburg, the 250 in Atlanta, and the 250 in Bastad or Gstaad? Gstaad. Listen, these 2 weeks are confusing with the Bastad and the Gstaad and Bastad. You're not sure which one, but so that's what we got this week. We'll start off with our 5 takeaways, and then we'll get to our winners and losers of this past week, which just happened, and then we're going to be previewing everything to come. So to start off, my hot take of the day. I'm liking Jannik Sinner, and I'll tell you why. He's a 17-year-old from Italy. He's won a bunch of tour-level matches. He's been getting wild cards in. But if you look at his progression, how he's gone, he won a match here, then lost to Aziz Benene. He's got game. He's tall Italian. He's like 6'3". Solid off of both sides. And he's got the composure. To be winning matches at this level already. He's kind of skipped the steps of, like, you have Lorenzo Musetti, who's the Italian junior who won the Junior Australian Open, and this guy just didn't get bogged down in all that ITF junior, isn't playing that stuff.
Yeah, so
right now, and he goes ahead and he's winning matches. He beats Pedro Sosa in 3 sets.
Yeah,
high level player. Then loses to Benene 6-3. Who pushes Lajovic to 3 sets. So Benene had a great week. He took out Kekinato. We'll get to that later. But that's my first thing. Jannik Sinner, he's gonna be a big guy in the future. Watch out for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's 17 years old. He's going to turn 18 in August. He's right now 199 in the world. He beat Sosa, who's 110 in the world.
Pedro Sosa, just not to confuse with
exactly.
Sosa.
He won 2 other tour level matches, one in Budapest and the other in Rome, taking out Stevie J in 3 as well. And he finaled the Challenger this year, which is very promising. So he's already turned pro, even at 17 years old. And he's doing really well. But to say that it's just not his time just yet, in my opinion, he needs some more time. He's going to go on to the Challenger.
I say he has the composure.
Win some more matches. Sure, I mean...
Okay, I'll take you through my second thing. Dusan Lajovic, guy's a stud. He's rock solid. He's had a big clay year. Dusan Lajovic, look out for him on the hard courts. He's kind of that guy. You saw he beat Nishikori in Miami. He had that good tournament. He beat Cuevas, Nishikori, then lost to Kyrgios. But Kyrgios was in that whole, like, messing with you game style.
I mean,
and that's something. Listen, that's something that will undo these very methodical guys like a Daniil Medvedev, Dusan Lajovic. That's gonna give them fits. But Dusan Lajovic, he's gonna come up big on the hard court swing. Watch. He's got the game. He plays rock solid tennis. He's forehand inside out dominant like most of these guys.
And he's just a very solid player all around.
His kick serve, big. He uses it a lot on the outside
I don't think
as a first serve.
As good as he has been on clay this year, just based on winning a title and reaching the finals of a Masters series.
I think it helps
really
you
impressive.
as you go throughout the year. Having that confidence. He's finaled a 1,000. He's now won a 250. Big things coming for Dusan Lajovic.
Mm-hmm.
Big things coming. And then another takeaway, my third takeaway, is obviously I'm going with the winners other than Jannik Sinner, Nico Jari. We've known his game. Big time hitter off of both wings. The clay, he likes it. He can give him a little bit more time. But my takeaway is Nico Jari is going to take out Zverev in this next week. First round matchup there.
I
He's
mean,
taking out Zverev.
I wouldn't go that far just because
He's
Zverev's
in-
home. He's had a lot of time of rest after that. His first round loss in Wimbledon to Yuri Vesely. And Yari it'll be a short week for him because he just played today. So I love Nico Yari. In the past 2 matches that they've played, I think Nico Yari should have taken the second one. He missed, I think it was a volley on top of the net. But both times that they've played have gone 7-6 in the third set. He took the first one in Barcelona. All have been on clay. I love Nicolas Yari especially on clay because of the big serve and big forehand combo. That 1-2 punch is just so tough to deal with when he's got so much time and space to just take whacks at the ball.
Yeah. 4th takeaway from this week. The clay courts give rise to a different type of player. 4th takeaway is that you have one Ignacio Londero, who's probably not going to win another match for the rest of the year once he gets off the clay.
Oh, that's harsh.
Guy's forehand, takes 10 seconds to, get to completion. His backswing. And then you see Atia Balas, this guy, round 200 in the world. He finals. He made his first ever quarter in where is it? Bucharest. In Bucharest, I think it was.
The Hungarian Open, I believe.
The guy's not going to be playing on hardcourt like he's playing on the clay. The clay saves a certain...
And he probably
every
won't even
surface...
need to. He could just play challengers on clay. That's probably what he'll be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Londero. And, I'm not going to say for Dusan Lajovic, it's obvious helping, but look at this. Salvatore Caruso moving through.
Yeah, and
Salvatore Caruso, clay grind. You see all these guys. Caruso...
But he did really well against Novak Djokovic. I was really impressed with how he played in the French Open.
What round was that? It was third, right?
Third or something.
Yeah. And then Londero ended up playing Nadal in the 4th. The clay just gives these guys new life professionally. They can just stay on the clay and perform during that short window. It's huge for them. It's huge. That's the 4th takeaway. The clay is surviving. I'm not really going to dive into the Newport grass because this is the last grass event of the year, so it does not have that much implications. Other than it gave Bublik a bunch of points.
Yeah, it's a huge tournament for Bublik.
Another takeaway, Bublik doesn't have... he looks like he's a fun guy and all, but I just think right now, just in terms of he's not methodical enough on the court. It's not his game style, but he's
not his game style.
He misses too much. I think the grass, he just can serve his way out of that. He's got a cannon of a serve. 5th takeaway, Bublik making the finals. He's got a ways to go.
Yeah, and all of his matches, he could have easily lost that first round match to Alex Bolt that went 7-6 in the third. He played all of the matches he won were in 3 sets.
Bublik's got a ways to go.
I think the biggest takeaway for me in these 3 tournaments is that these tournaments don't really say much for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year because it's hard
for
courts.
And even just moving on into
Atlanta,
Montreal and Cincinnati. It just doesn't say much. You see
yeah.
Christian Guerin, he loses first round, but it's going to be moving to the hard courts. Then Borna Coric loses in the second round. And you also see guys like Fabio Fognini lost second round in his first match of the tournament. It really just doesn't say much to me. John Isner, I think that was a huge performance from him after he lost second round to Mikhail Kukushkin, playing his second tournament back since injury, since playing in Miami, where he finaled it. So that's a great result from him.
Yeah.
And it'll help him a lot in the rankings and staying inside that top 20.
So now we're going to get into our winners and losers. On my end, I only had losers for this week.
Marco Cecchinato.
If I had a bookie, I'd be in debt, in a lot of debt. Probably had to put my house up. Everyone I picked, no one won. It's like I got a curse ever since Wimbledon. Whatever I touch just goes awry. I just starts picking guys and then really meaning to pick the opposite, and that's my pick. And then I'd end up winning. So I picked Marco Cecchinato out of blind loyalty to the guy, just because I love him on the clay.
So you're finished with him now.
And listen, I'm done with Marco Cecchinato. The pain he has inflicted upon me with that performance, he just bailed out. I said, Marco Cecchinato, I say you're going to make the finals. First round, 3-2 to Benedict. First round.
Oh.
And then on top of that, Christian Garin. I picked Christian Garin in Bastad. Which one is it again? Bastad, Gstaad?
No, this was
Bastad. No, this was yeah,
Bastad.
Gstaad. It was Gstaad.
No, Gstaad is where
No,
is
this was
week.
Bastad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man, the names are messing me up. Christian Garin loses first round 4-4 to Jeremy Shardy. Couldn't have been more wrong. And then who else did I pick?
I was very wrong about Filip Krajinovic. I thought he was gonna win this tournament. He loses to.
I picked Krajinovic. He loses to Balas. Just blows that. He was like up a break in the third set. And then on top of that, I go to Newport, Rhode Island. It's grass. We've been on grass for a while, but my track record on grass this year, not great. I'll be honest. I say no way John Isner's winning this tournament. I just don't see it. What does John Isner do? He wins the tournament. He wins the tournament.
I also said Jordan Thompson.
I say Jordan Thompson and Adrian Manarino. Manarino gets chopped 4-1, and then Thompson loses 2-6 to Marcel Granollers, who I was pretty sure was off the tour. So that's my luck this week. But you know what? I'm moving on. I have revisionist history. I forget. I'm a tennis player.
And I don't really think it means much, these three tournaments and even these next three tournaments. Just based on they're on clay and grass, which you won't see for the rest of the year on the tour, except for the challenger level. And also most of these tournaments, a lot of lower ranked players are getting in. You're seeing new faces at these tour level events that you haven't seen in the Masters series or the 500s, and it just much more unpredictable. And then moving into Hamburg, you see Dominic Thiem returning to the clay one last time this year as the 1 seed. Zverev decided to play in Hamburg because I don't think he got the money that he wanted for DC. And he's the 2 seed. He'll be playing Nico Yari, who he's played twice already this year. And you've already given your take on that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to just go through what I see for this tournament. So next week we can go through my winners, because we all know it's just going to be my winners. I say Domi Thiem. Guy just bullies people on the clay. His kick's too heavy. His forehand's too big on the clay. Guy lives for clay. If it could be clay year-round, he'd be the first one to say absolutely. He'd be number 1 in the world possibly if it was just on clay. Once Nadal got out of the picture.
I was about to say.
Listen. Actually, he would be number 1 in the world on clay. Just if it was at the French Open, Nadal would win that.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say. Dummy team, I'm taking him all the way through. You see, in the rest of the draw, Fabio Fognini, who knows with him. But keep your eye out. Struff. Just because I'd like to see how his game transitions. And then on top of that,
I mean, we've already seen him play some great tennis on clay and on hard courts. I mean, he's proven on all surfaces.
But I think the draw, I want to see a semifinal from Struff. That's what I think he's got, because Fabio Fognini, he might wish he's out on some yacht. I don't think he seems disinterested.
How do you think Basilashvili will do?
And then I'm going with my guy. Listen, Basilashvili, I'm a big fan, to say the least. He struggled. I went with him, again, out of blind loyalty, but I stay loyal to Basilashvili. Marco Cecchinato, I've cut my ties with him. Basilashvili, he's got to defend a lot of points here.
All right, 520. He can't even defend the entire thing because he qualified last year.
Exactly. I'm picking a final for Basilashvili.
Oh, wow.
He's got, and listen to this. I mean, if there was ever a tough draw for Basilashvili, it's this one. Just because he's playing a clay quarter, and then
who's already qualified.
No, Hugo Delian, which, the lower ranked guys will definitely give him a hard time. Yeah. Lower than him. And then he's got Caruso or Juan Ignacio Londero, who are clay quarters too. And would you say Basilashvili is a clay quarter? I don't really think so. Even though he's won his first title ever, was the guy hits freaking huge. Huge. He does not hit heavy. Does not hit a massive kick. He's more just bludgeons you to death.
I think he likes a bit more time, though.
Yeah, he loves the time. And then you see Monsieur Benoit Paire up top as the 5. I don't think Benoit Paire gives him the trouble. I picked Basilashvili in the finals just because I think Zverev's going to find a way to duff some forehands in some crucial moments, and then he gets knocked out at some point before that.
Yeah, I mean,
I say
have no idea what to say.
Basilashvili, team wins.
All right, I don't even know why you just said that because now he's going to lose first round, but that's beside the point because I think Zverev, you have no idea what to expect from him. He's had a couple weeks off, and I don't know if he's going to stand 10 feet behind the baseline trying to grind like a Hugo Dellien, or is he going to assert his presence and play the tennis that he's meant to play. I've got Team taking this tournament, and I'm not even going to venture into the bottom half of the draw to see who comes out just because I'm going to get it wrong.
You're going to get it wrong, but you got to pick someone because we're going to have our winners and losers next week.
Alexander Zverev. Boom, right there.
You're picking Zverev?
Confident
That's a bold.
in him.
That's a bold choice.
He's been saying every single week that he's played that he's feeling confident and great. Why not now? Let's go.
And then look at this Atlanta draw. First off, I don't even go to. It's Jack Sock's comeback. Guy used to be, what was he, 9 in the world, 8 in the world?
Yeah, I think
8
he got
in
to
the world.
because he made the
No, because someone
withdrew.
withdrew. So I think he was
But
top
he might
10.
have bumped up.
Top 10. Guy has been reduced to outside top 100. He gets a wild card in here. He was injured. He snowboard accident, I think it was. He's making his comeback. And I think a comeback it is.
Comeback it is.
Oh my gosh, Cole Gromley got a wild card into the tournament.
You've played against him. How about that?
I didn't play as a team. I played against him,
and you beat him.
And Chen He Lee clinched against him. There we go, Chen He. Shout out to him. And he plays Ugo Humbert. Oh, jeez.
It's a great opportunity.
Oh yeah.
But I've got Taylor Fritz.
Taken to the woodshed. How many games over under?
I'll go with.
He can pop his serve. He's got a big serve.
I'll go with the over under 4 or 3.5 because I think it could be like a 1 and 2.
I say he gets 2 games.
All right, I'll take the over.
I see a 6-0 set or 1-1. I don't know. I say. So you say 3.5. I take the under.
All right, I'll go over.
You go over 3.5.
Yeah.
You think he gets 4 games?
I think so. You see these guys professionally. I mean, they'll.
You think he gets 4 games off of Ugo and Bar?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So that's going to be one of our
this is what he's been.
Listen, I hope Cole Gromley does well. I do. Junior tennis, baby. Or college tennis now, because he's college. But that's besides the point. Got a little sidetracked there. Grigor Dimitrov got a wild card into the tournament. He plays Kevin King first round. The guy has been reduced to this.
Outside the top 50?
Reduced to this. He was ATP End of the Year World Champ, whatever it was. Nito Finals, whatever it is called. Long name to it. Not interested in it. But now he has to play Taylor Fritz. That's my guy in this tournament. Taylor Fritz got game now. He's got game.
Yeah, I mean, he's been
ever
improving
since
every single week, it seems like.
I think, and I said this before, it's because he played an entire European clay season, starting with Monte Carlo and going
which
all the way
Americans
through
never
the year.
play.
And he's just played a ton of tournaments this year, and it served him well. Guy's got game. I used to not be a fan. Now I'm aboard. I'm a fan. I can be fair weather. Not in this case. Guy's got game now. I pick him. He's my guy. He's my guy to win the ATP World title. He's already got 1 to his name. Make it 2.
Make it 2? I have to agree with you there. I think Cam Norrie, this is a good opportunity for him to semifinal in ATP tournament, but I've got Fritz reaching the finals, and I'm gonna go with maybe a Tiafoe into the finals, losing to Fritz in the All-American final.
I can see a Tiafoe too. I completely agree with that. I see Tiafoe in a final, possibly.
And I really hope de Minaur is doing well again. He's played a bunch of matches since coming back from injury, but still not at his dominant level that he started the season off.
With all that being said, John Isner is the king of Atlanta when he plays this tournament. I see John Isner in the final.
What about Rally Opelka? Don't overlook Opelka.
No, I think Isner. I don't know why, I just think Isner. But, without being sidetracked, what do you think about Jack Sock? His comeback? You think he's glorious?
Exciting.
He's got his girlfriend down there. He's probably got his family. He's got his brother down there.
He's playing Miramir Kakmanovic, who's
Obviously
a
winnable
great
match.
all-over
But he's been
player.
playing well. Yeah, solid guy.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do we think he has a big comeback? You think
Not
he
this
makes
week.
a big splash in the hard court swing, American hard court swing?
No, I mean, it's so tough to come back.
Come on, you got to pick.
I already said
He loses
Miramir
to...
Kakmanovic.
I take Jack Sock.
I could see like a 4-2.
I see a
4-2.
Jack Sock losing to a Taylor Fritz in the quarters.
Wow.
I do. That might be a loser.
Taking out
but
Cole Gromley?
That might be, taking out Cole Gromley in the second round. And moving on, our last tournament we're going to be recapping before we send it off. Roberto Bautista Agut as our 1 seed in Gstaad.
And Matteo Berrettini is not here to defend his title from last year.
Bautista Agut made the finals. The guy's going to be... He's inching towards the top 10. He's inching. He's crawling there.
And if he reaches the finals, or wins the title, obviously, he will move up to 6th place in the race to London, bumping Kei Nishikori.
So, there are big implications here. Well, I don't think Bautista Agut's game is, it works on the clay. I don't think it does. I think he struggles because the bounces are high. I'm a little worried here. I don't think he wins it. I don't. I think partying at Ibiza, he had a great time. He's happy, life is good.
But that's what he likes.
Semifinal Wimbledon, good for him. Do that. I think get ready for the hard court swing. Don't worry about this clay tournament. You only have
I like it.
150
I like
points
it.
to defend.
It's going back to his usual routine of not changing things. You know?
And listen,
Which
I'm
is
only
good.
saying
He's
this.
done this in
I'm
the
only
years
saying
past.
I'm only saying this because I want him to give him good juju because normally I curse things. So I want him to do well, but I'm saying that he's going to lose just
Yeah,
so
and he's
he
got
can
a
do
tough
well.
draw playing possibly
Jao
Jaime
Salsa.
Munar in the first.
I think
match.
Munar can beat him.
Yeah, definitely.
I think.
Was it last year where Munar went to 3 with him,
And we
6-0 in the
have
first set.
Dutzy in the draw as our 3 seed, so he's going to be
Dusan
Dutzy, and he's got some time off. So I think Dusan. I see Dusan making a run. I do. The guy's just a warrior. He's a warrior. Carvalhais Baena is seated.
This bottom half of the draw is much weaker than the top half, in my opinion.
So I think I have a Jao Salsa moving through into the semifinals. I have a Lorenzo Sonego in the finals. The guy lives for clay too.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Sonego.
Even though he won his first title on grass, but
That was crazy.
yeah.
He's good. He's so intense. I love his energy on the court. I just think Sonego in the finals, just because there's been so many weird results coming in, just because.
It's kind of like a crapshoot.
Yeah, and it's moving into the hard court swing, so no one's really fresh on the clay. Still, it's not like
of course
you've
not.
had so it's tough. It's tough being a.
And they know that they're going to be moving to the hard courts next week.
So, and then I picked Dutzy in the finals. I don't know.
I'll take Dusan Lajovic to lose to Bautista Agut in the finals.
I really don't know. I say Sonego takes the title. I don't know why.
Wow.
That's my pick. That's another hot take for the day.
Hot take.
And that's how I'm going to leave it off. Send it off. Thank you guys for
Great.
listening. And listen, hopefully I got some winners next week. Hopefully. I'm on a cold streak. I got to get back up. Got to get in the groove. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate all the support.